All right, class, here we go. It is great horned owl time. It is time for us to draw our great horned owl in our bird books. So if you get out your bird books, you should all have these at home, and I want you to turn to the page that says Great Horned Owl. And I've got it written up here for you. It's going to be right after the hummingbird. And we're just going to do this confession. Mrs. Snell's a little bit nervous about this one because this little birdie looks a little bit complicated. But we're going to work together and we're going to make him look really good. I'll try to go slow. One of the cool things that you can do with a video is that you can turn it off and erase something and fix it if you feel like it didn't work for you. We are going to do the best that we can. I've never drawn a great horned owl before either. So the part that we're going to start on right here is this little V between his eyes. And I want you to see where it's going to be, kind of right in the middle of your page. His head's going to be up here. His body with his fat feathers and his little feet and his tail is going to go down. And then the branch is going to go across this direction. Okay? Let's do this together. He's going to be kind of looking off into the distance, maybe thinking about something. Because have you ever heard that owls are very wise? Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is a little V, which is going to be kind of like his eyebrows, but they're really feathers. Okay, so starting right about up here, little V on your page. Go ahead. Okay, after that, we're going to make the little feathers, the tufts of feathers that go up this way on both sides. And it's going to be kind of a curved line to go up that's got a little bit of feathering on it, the little kind of curvy, bumpy lines. So we're going to go like this. Go ahead. Nice job. Okay, we're coming down from the bottom of the V. We're going to make a little straight line. Go ahead. Okay, that's easy, right? Now, in between his eyes, we're going to have some little curved lines that are going to go around his eyes and up into the feathers on his head. So, starting right about here, like right next to the little point, the straight line that you just did at the bottom of the V, we're going to curve around like it's going to go around the eye, and then watch how I do this. I'm going to make it like feathers all the way up to there. Do you see how I just did that? So that's going to make the little feathers that come across and above his eye. Guys, this is one of the harder parts. So don't worry about it. The rest of it's going to be easier. Okay? On this side, the same thing, but just a little bit opposite. Curve around this way. I'm going to fix my marker. Kind of go up. And then feather it all the way up. Go ahead. Does it look like an owl? Nope, it doesn't. It will. Don't you worry. Okay? Now, in between those two little feathers, we're going to do the top of his head to connect it. So it's going to be one kind of bumpy line. These are not completely flat, straight lines because these are all feathers, but they're really soft feathers. So that's what allows him to fly silently in the night, that his feathers are so soft. Go ahead and do that part. Okay. Down below that, at the end of this little straight line, we're going to do his beak. His beak is pointed. Remember, it's sharp and curved, and this is because he eats other animals. So this helps to kind of tear apart his food. Okay, we're going to do from there, from that straight line, one curved line, which is going to kind of point down a little bit. Go ahead. okay? And then from there, there's gonna be a little curved line back, and then you're gonna go the same direction as the other part of the beak, and that way we end up with a pointed, little short beak. Okay, now we're gonna do his eyes, okay? We're gonna do one big black dot in the center for each eye. Remember, a dot is filling in. It's not a circle, it has to be filled in, but it's gotta be big enough. Remember, these owls can see at night, so they have really big eyes. Okay, around that, you're gonna have a circle for both of them. But then they're gonna kind of have a darker part like they've got like eyeliner on their eyes. So it's gonna be a little bit of a darker part with a little point on each side. Just like that. Is it starting to look like an owl now? What do you think? I think it's starting to look like an owl. Okay, now down from these little kind of curved lines, we're gonna make some more lines that are gonna make his face, okay? So we're gonna go straight down that way and straight down that way. Go ahead. Okay, and now we're gonna come around on his face like this to complete his face, okay? So these are gonna be some kind of curvy lines again. It's gonna be curved lines that go around like this, but they're not gonna be solid lines. They'll be a little bit ziggy-zaggy, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna do kind of a little line, and it's gonna stop right below where his beak is. Kind of a little jiggly. Kind of a little jiggly. And then another one on the outside of it that's gonna be kind of thick. You see how I'm doing this? A little bit thick. He's starting to have a cute little face. Oh, I just realized his head doesn't line up. It's kind of funny looking. Maybe Mrs. Snell's gonna fix it just a little bit. That's a little better. Okay, now we're going to do right here, okay? Underneath his beak is gonna be a little line. And these are little feathers, and then it's gonna kind of come up like this. That makes it look like it's his mouth, doesn't it? It's a little bit funny, but really what it is it kind of goes across like this. That's just part of his feathers. Looks like he had a little weird mouth, didn't it? Silly Mrs. Snell. Okay, now we're gonna go on and start to make his body, okay? So we'll start right here by going down and around for his feathers and around over here. Let's actually start on this side. I like that side a little bit better. Okay, so first we gotta complete the side of his head. So we're gonna come up here by his little feather, and we're gonna do kind of a softer line that's gonna go down. This is kind of like the back of his neck. Do that part. Okay, and then we're gonna connect it right there. Good job. And then we're gonna connect or go all the way down, kind of a little bit bumpy. This is going down to the bottom of his wing. Go for it. Okay, and then on this side, we're going to do down from where the side of his face is, right here, down, and then we're gonna curve in and connect it to the bottom of the other side of the wing. Okay, so down, kind of feathery. Make sure he's feathery. We're gonna make him look really super feathery. See how I just did that? Now we've got an owl body. He's cute, isn't he? All right, now we're gonna do his tail. Before we do his little tummy, we're gonna curve down right here and give him a tail. Okay, so down below here, it's a curved line down, down, kind of around, and then pull back up. Go ahead. All right, now we're gonna do his little fluffy tummy, which is in his little legs, because they've got some feathers on their legs. So it's gonna kind of go like this. kind of fluff around, and back towards his tail. Okay? And then his feet look a little bit different. Okay? Look how the feet look on this. Their feathers go pretty well all the way down. So what you see at the bottom is his talons. Remember what talons are? Those are the sharp claws at the end of his feet. So we're going to do a curved line of fluff that way, and then a curved line this way. And after that, we're going to give him, you're only going to see one talon on this side and one talon on that side, because this is the branch. And his other talons are hidden. You can't see them because they're poking on the other side. And if you want to, you can go ahead and make that little branch right here. It's going to come out on this side. Now we're going to do a little bit of detail for his feathering. Okay, so I'm going to do a little feathery chest right here under his face. So go ahead and do those little angle lines that are kind of zigzaggy. Okay, after that, you're going to do from there some little fluffy feathers that curve back right there. Actually, we're going to make that part kind of go up a little bit, if you can copy that. And inside of there, we'll just do some little straight lines down so it looks like feathers. All right, and then coming down right here, we're going to have a couple of curved lines. And then this one's big because you can see more of this side of him. And then we're going to do some feathers that look a little bit like this. Let's divide it down the middle so that you can tell that this is one wing and this is actually going to be his other wing. Okay? Down here, we're going to not do as much detail as is on here. We're going to come down and around, so that you can tell there's two parts of the wing. So we're going to go down and back up, down and back up, and then on this side, down and back up, so it kind of completes it. Your turn. You're doing a fantastic job. I wish that I could see these. When we're done with this, I really want you to text me or video or send me a Marco Polo so that I can see what your owls look like. Okay? Down here, the feathers are different. We're going to just do some kind of lines that go straight down to the bottom, so it looks obviously like these are a different kind of feathers. Up here, we're just going to kind of make some lines go like this, so it looks like feathers. And then we're going to turn our attention to the tail. Beautiful tail. Inside here, we're going to do a big letter U, okay? Pull down, touch the bottom, pull up, okay? And then you're going to draw a line down the center. And then it's going to look like this. Just like you would draw feathers on your own. Around there, down, 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 down. What do you guys think? Keep going. Be brave. Okay? Now around his face, we're just going to do some little fluffs, okay? Kind of like little V's on his face, only on that side. There's not enough space on that side, so let's just do it like that. If you want to do a little curve like so, to make your little owl look a little bit more owly. Is he cute? What do you think? How does yours look? Show me. Great job. I'm really proud of you. This is our great horned owl. Okay, now you need to look it up. If you can, if you have time, if you're able to, look up a picture of a great horned owl on your computer. Have your mom or dad, or brother or sister do it for you, and see what colors you're supposed to use for the great horned owl, and then color it in and make it look beautiful. I want to see sky, maybe some leaves. Do the best that you can to fill it in. Fantastic job, class.